Hello Scorpio, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a work and career reading for Scorpio from the 3rd to the 17th of September 2018. Don't forget to watch your moon and rising signs for a more complete picture. If you want a personal reading, I've put my website details as well as my email address in the description box, so get in touch with me. I put the decks also down in the description box and links to Amazon and eBay if you want to buy the decks. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe if these messages resonate with you. So I'm just going to do a general energy read first, and then I shall do the general tarot read. Okay, so the first card is that you've got unrealistic expectations, and it might be due to the fact that you've been planning on starting your own business, but maybe whatever you are thinking of is really not going to be something that's going to be practical. Maybe it's not going to work go the way that you want it to go. It's not going to work out how you want it to. So you're having a bit of unrealistic expectations about starting this business, but you have that idea, and that's a good idea to have. And you must be positive. So you do hang in there, be positive. You know, there's always a divine timing at work, and these things will happen when they need to happen. Always remember that. So in the past, you've needed to accept some help, and you've needed some sort of legal advice. This is probably the help that you've needed. So needing some sort of input regarding legalities around you. So at the moment you're in, you're going to go into some sort of permanent position, and the last card is defend yourself. So make sure that you are watching your back all the time as far as the position that you take up. You might be in a position, a permanent position. Maybe you are having some sort of problems over there, and you do need to defend yourself. And maybe that is why you've been planning on starting your own business. But if you've got unrealistic expectations, that means that you need more planning and more thought needs to go into it, and then go for it. So just maybe you need to just revise your plans into something that will be more practical and be able to generate the finances that you want. And stay optimistic, be optimistic. So watch your back and try to be optimistic within the situation. So those are the energies for the week. So I have shuffled this deck. I'm just going to cut it and draw some cards. So the first, the card that is the energies of the deck is the High Priestess. So you need to trust your intuition, look deep within yourself for the answers. And you know, maybe you're dealing with a situation where people aren't giving you information that you want, because the High Priestess doesn't tell you what you want to know. She usually keeps her mouth shut. So this is the thing about the High Priestess. So people around you are probably doing that. They're not giving you the information you want. And when you ask them questions, they're probably speaking to you in riddles. So be aware that that is the energy that is in play. Because she, you know, she usually has this in the main tarot deck, this veil that she sits in front of. So she's got everything going on in the back, and she doesn't tell you what's going on behind the curtain. But she also has the access to the Book of Wisdom. So the High Priestess is somebody who knows a lot of things and doesn't speak about it. So you've got information where people know things and they're not coming out and giving you this information. So be aware that that is happening. In this deck, she's also shown as a person who's very nurturing. She's growing children. You know, she's raising children as well. So maybe that is you as well. Maybe you have a family and you're also giving this wisdom over. So she hands down the wisdom to the next generation. So maybe you're in some kind of teaching role as well, or in a role where you're inspiring people. But be aware that she keeps a lot of secrets, and people are keeping information from you. There are secrets that are going along. And also it warns you to keep your own secrets and don't go around spilling the beans about everything that you do. Whatever you do, make sure that you're keeping it under your hat and not going around telling people being open and exposing everything that you're going to do, or any plans that you may have. Try then keep them to yourself. If you are trying to plan and start a new business, this is something you should probably keep to yourself until you have perfected the plan, and then you bring it out into the open. So be aware that this high priestess is saying, follow your instincts, follow your intuition. You are very, very psychic, and if you use that and employ that in your work, this is how you're going to be able to get through things, and you'll be able to suss people out and suss out situations, and in order for you to be able to manipulate them or change them to suit yourself. So the high priestess energies at play there. So the main situation is the Queen of Cups, and you've got the Knave of Swords. So you have been hoping for something to come in. You've been actually praying for something new to come in. This person is making offerings to the gods, so you have been asking for divine intervention so that you can have more emotional fulfillment in whatever job you're doing at this particular moment, and you want that abundance to come in as well. So maybe you've been praying for wealth, praying for this abundance to come in. Maybe you've been going to your temples and making offerings so that this abundance can come in, and you're asking God to bring in this new growth and this new money, something that will give you happiness as well. So this might be the case with you. It's been crossed by the Knave of Swords. There's some sort of message that is coming in for you. It's a truth. It's something that's going to be changing the situation quite a bit. So information coming to you. So you've been waiting for this information with this High Priestess card, and it looks like there is some sort of information coming in with the Knave of Swords, and it's coming in pretty quickly. It's a very cutting truth, so it's very, very stark information. It might be something you may not want to hear, especially with the swords cards. It's got, it's just cold hard facts. There's nothing emotional attached to it, but it's something that's going to be changing your life, and you're expecting this information to come in. So in the past year, you've been working in a capacity where you've been giving a lot of your time, effort, energy to people that are in need. So, maybe you are mentoring somebody, you are nurturing somebody, you are giving them information that allows them to grow, to sustain. So you are working on some sort of project where you are helping people who are not as fortunate as you are, and you're taking, it's taken a lot out of you to give it, but you are giving quite generously to people with the Seven of Pentacles card. You are sharing your abundance, in other words. So whatever information you have, whatever lessons you've learned, this could even be your money, you are giving quite generously to these people, and they're very grateful for what you have done. So in the past 3 months, you have been feeling very tired. You've been working on some sort of project. You had some sort of idea. You have some sort of idea in your head. With the wands, it's usually a new idea, a new thought, a new enterprise that you want to do, but it hasn't revealed itself yet, and you haven't revealed it to anybody either. So it's still sitting in its phase where it hasn't moved off the ground yet. So you've got these plans, but they are in waiting at the moment, and you have discussed these plans with people, and they have said, yes, it is really, really good, a really, really good idea, or these are really good plans to make, and yes, we will support you in it, but you haven't gotten it off the ground yet. So you are still in the planning phase of it, and you're deciding what to do next. So whatever it is going to bring in a lot of support for you. Maybe right now you don't have the financial backing to do it, and maybe that's why you haven't. But you can see it hasn't been unwrapped, if you like. So it's still under wraps, these particular plans. You've still got them. Maybe you've still got them in your head, and you haven't revealed any of it yet. So on your mind is you do want to reach a point with the King of Pentacles where you have financial abundance. You can see this man's got all this money on this, and you want to work to grow this business, or you want to reach a point in your profession where you are making sufficient money, so that you're not sufficient but more than sufficient money, so that you have enough, and so that you're rich. Really, that's where you're heading for. You want to have it all as far as wealth and abundance goes, and you're doing it from a very practical point of view, but that's the thing that you have been praying for. You've been asking for divine help to reach this point where you can have sufficient and adequate money as well. And maybe you want to be, in some sort of position of leadership, and this is what also indicated with this card. So with the Ten of Pentacles, it seems like you've reached some sort of end of cycle within your work profession. Maybe it has brought in sufficient wealth, but not enough. You haven't gotten what you wanted, but you seem to have reached the end of that cycle. So maybe you're planning on going into a new job, or having a new promotion, or going for a different kind of a job itself. But it seems like that particular field of work, you don't want to work in that anymore, and it seems like that a cycle has now come to an end. You've got a lot of supporters as well, and people that are there to help you and assist you with it, but it seems like you might be bored and not really you don't really want to continue within this particular phase, because there doesn't seem to be any further growth that you're going to go through, so you want to really move on. But all in all, the Ten of Pentacles is quite a good stable card. It shows that there is adequate money over there. It's just how to you're tired of doing this particular thing. Sometimes you want to do something more challenging, and now this phase of this particular project or work has now come to an end, or is coming to an end. This phase is ending, and you are going to be moving to something else. It probably is something better, something new, and something more stimulating, because after the Ten of Pentacles comes the Ace of Pentacles, where a new idea, a new project will come in. So now you're reaching the end of this project, and you've gained as much as you can go. You've reached as far as you can go and gained as much as you can from that particular scenario. And you've also got the Ten of Swords over here, so you are planning on leaving this particular post completely and walking away from it. Maybe things didn't pan out the way you wanted to. There was a lot of betrayal, lies, and vindictiveness, and people were insincere, and maybe whatever happened was something that you want to walk away from. It was a complete disaster, so you feel like everything is finished, gone, and there's nothing more that you can do over here in this job, and you want to walk away. So you've reached a point where you've got two tens. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, the end of a cycle of this job, and you've got the Ten of Swords, which means whatever that situation was turned out to be really nasty, with a lot of people against you. You can see a lot of people dead, a lot of swords flying all over the place, and so maybe everything around you just collapsed. So it's time now. You've decided to move on, and you want to start a new job now. So this is a beginning of a completely new project with the Ace of Pentacles coming in. You can see all these people working very, very hard. So you are probably thinking of going and starting your own job, your own business. As it said with the previous cards, you are planning on starting your own project. So a new opportunity coming in for you to do a lot of work. There's a lot of things that you can do within this new scenario that comes in, and this new opportunity that presents itself to you, but you will have to work extremely hard in order to make things happen. So you are going to be leaving this old situation that you've been working for quite a while, and you're going to go and start something brand new, and it's gonna, you're gonna have to multitask as well. So maybe you are trained up in a lot of different things. You're an expert in a lot of fields, so you will be getting yourself involved in one of these things, or maybe all of them. Maybe you will be an overseer of all these, so maybe in a management position where you're in charge of all of these. So this new job coming in for you, and a lot of responsibility. You can see there's this it looks like a hawk in charge of everything, overseeing, looking out for everything over here. And one of the signs for the Scorpio is the eagle. So this almost looks like that eagle overseeing everything. So you're probably going to get some new job coming in where you are the one in charge of a whole bunch of people and making things happen, building things, making things run. So you're going to be running the show there, it seems, after you move out from this scenario here. Right now in this particular position, you don't want to end up in a position where you're feeling like a slave again. So you want to be in a position, this is your hopes, that where you are the person that's in charge rather than the person that's the slave. So you're hoping that this particular new job that you get, or you want this new job, or this new job will present itself, where you will take on this leadership position as opposed to being the person who is the worker or the slave. So it looks like you're going to get some sort of post where you're going to be in charge of a lot of people, and you're going to be the one that's calling the shots. And it seems like that's the way it's going to go, because you've got the Judgment card, and you can see there's Moses as the leader here, taking his people out of bondage, taking the people of Israel out of Egypt. So you see, you are going to be the one that takes the lead role within the scenario. You are being divinely guided over there, so you are getting divine inspiration, divine guidance, and you're going to be taking on that leadership role. So getting a new job, leaving this old job and getting a new job where you are going to be the person who is in charge of a lot of people who will work for you. So maybe this new business is going to be something that you're going to start, or you're going to be in charge of some sort of position in a company. You're going to be in some position in the company where you're taking a very, very high role of management. And you are an expert in what you are doing, because this is the Hermit. This is also a solitary card, so it's very, very lonely at the top, they say. So this is what you will be doing. You are an expert in this field. A lot of information, you have acquired a lot of information, especially this is the card that's ruled by Venus. And you'll be spending a lot of time and concentrating focusing on this particular job and making sure that it's running quite well. So you are, the Hermit is the one that has insight into everything and has a lot of wisdom, and this wisdom has been acquired through age. So you've got a lot of experience as well in what you've done in whatever field you're working in, and you are going to be taking on that leadership role. And this is going to bring in a lot of happiness for you with this Ace of Cups coming in. So whatever role you're going to take on is going to be very emotionally fulfilling for you, and it's something that is probably going to bring a lot of rewards. This is a really big cup, and it shows that you're going to reap a lot of benefits from being in this position. It's going to make you very, very happy. So although you will be ending your post right now, the one that you're working in at the moment, you are going into a better position where you take on the role of a leader, and you're in charge of a lot of people, responsible for a lot of people, and it seems like you're taking on this Temperance card. So leave behind your old values and go look forward to the future, because it looks like you will take on a very important role where you are an expert in it, and it's going to bring you a lot of emotional happiness as well. So it looks like maybe this is the news that is coming in, that there is a new job that is coming in for you, and it looks like all your your prayers may have been answered. Maybe you might be getting your prayers answered right now, or everything that you're asking universe for, it might be coming true for you. So I'm just going to draw some cards. These two are the first ones that turned. And the first card is the Ace of Spring. It's time to take action, be fearless, and happy to pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. So with the Ace of Spring, which is generally the Ace of Wands, which shows that there is this new enterprise, this new opportunity coming in for you, and you need to take action, so you need to be fearless. And the second one is the Nine of Summer, which says wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. So you're getting everything that you wanted with this Nine of Summer, and you're getting that financial independence. You can see this woman's surrounded by stars, so you're being divinely guided into this position as well. And you got the Seven of Winter. There is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So there's some sort of truth, some sort of information coming in over here. Face that and use that information to your advantage. So turn any kind of negative situation into something positive and face all your demons if you need to. So make sure that you are confronting anything that is that you don't understand, turning over every stone and making sure that you're getting to the heart of the situation. So it looks like you are going to be moving to a positive phase. You might be leaving this phase because it's something that you can't change it. It's happened already, and it's something that you can go no further in financially, as well as within your ability to move forward. It's completely finished, but you will get something new coming in with this Ace of Pentacles coming in. So new job opportunity coming in, and it looks like it's going to be a very big leadership role, and that's going to make big changes, and it's going to make you feel very, very happy, especially with this Ace of Cups coming in. So something very, very emotionally fulfilling for you. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.